I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes about LeBron James and Dwyane Wade. Okay, now what I'm getting ready to say is going to be kind of controversial, and there's going to be some people that are going to disagree with me, and it's not going to like what I'm saying. But guys, I just got to keep it real, and I just got to call it like I see it. First, let me start with Dwyane Wade. This is just my opinion. Now, I'm just calling it like I see it, but I think we've seen the best of Dwyane Wade. I think his better days are behind him. I think I'm not going to say he's on the decline, but if you looked at somebody's career on a scale like a mountain or some kind of scale, I think he's right there at the top. He's 30 years old. He's been in the league 9 years. This guy is a crash and bash type of dude, man. You know how he plays. Balls to the wall. He plays hard on every possession. He's hit the floor so many times. There's a lot of injuries. He's pretty durable, even though he's been out a lot and missed some games. But as far as some of the punishment he's taken, it's taking a toll on his body, man. And I think you're starting to see it now. I'm not just talking about just because he has an injury in this Pacers series. I'm just talking about the pain and punishment and overall things that's been done to this guy's body. I think we've seen the best of Dwyane Wade. I'm not saying you won't see anything great from him or more great things from him, but I think his better days are behind him. I really do. I think he's right there at his peak, and I think maybe after next year you'll start to see him on the decline. And I'm going to get into more of that in a second of why I'm making this video. Also, LeBron James. Now, LeBron James is a 27-year-old man, and I'm not going to call anybody a punk. I'm just not going to call a grown man a punk, especially a guy his size, because if I ever run into him, who knows? He's bigger than me. But as far as being on the basketball court and things like that, he's a basketball player. The guy's not a fighter, in my opinion. And, the things that I've seen, not just because of the Danny Granger stuff, the two elbows or whatever. I've been watching this guy for years, ever since he's been in high school. And I have never seen him, now off the top of my head, I can't think of one instance that I've ever seen, LeBron James get into a fight with someone. I mean, I've seen him back down a few times. And listen, it's a catch-22. I understand that he is the franchise superstar player for whatever team he plays for, so he has to be careful. He can't just go off fighting people and doing things like that, because he'll get suspended and he'll miss games and things like that, and he's important. And I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and say he should be, retaliating by clotheslining somebody or punching somebody in the face. I don't condone violence whatsoever, But what I do condone is standing up for yourself. And LeBron James, to me, he's just letting people get in his head physically and mentally, to me. The way Danny Granger, walked up on him, and then I remember Deshaun Stevenson did it to him a few years ago against, Cleveland against Washington. I mean, I've seen so many instances that I've seen LeBron James just back away from any kind of skirmish or physical altercation. And frankly, I don't like it. It's one thing to back down and say, hey, I'm not going to do anything like this because I don't want to cost my team games. But it's another thing to stand up for yourself. All the great ones, Shaq, Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I'm not saying they're all tough guys and beat people up, but you never seen them back down from anybody or anything like that. They always stood up for themselves. Now, I understand this is a different NBA or whatever, but I'm not asking LeBron James to go out there and act like he's Mike Tyson or something like that, but still, man, LeBron James is a big guy, strong dude, and I don't think he should be acting like this, and this is why I say, to me, the NBA is 90% mental. Right now, like Stephen A. Smith said, the Indiana Pacers are punking the Miami Heat right now. They are. To me, Dwyane Wade and LeBron James have a lot of deficiencies that I'm seeing because they're playing together. Like I said before in the other video, they don't know their roles. And LeBron is the best player. He's a superstar on the team, but he has to defer to Dwyane Wade because it's Dwyane Wade's team. And I've said that once, and I'll say it 1,000 times. If they lose this series or any other series, they're not going to win the championship, obviously. And it's championship or bust for the Miami Heat. So in my opinion, I'm going to say something that's going to be blasphemous for some of you guys to hear. To me, I think they should trade Dwyane Wade. Yes, I said it. I think they should trade Dwyane Wade, and I'm going to tell you guys why. When you look at business, I understand what Dwyane Wade has done for the franchise. I understand he's the franchise player, brought him the only championship they ever had. The greatest Miami Heat player, as far as careers are concerned, has ever played for the Heat. All-time leading scorer, finals MVP. The guy is a living legend in Miami. but at the end of the day, it's a business, and you got to move forward. And I'm not saying Dwyane Wade still doesn't have something left in the tank, but at the end of the day, you have to get something for what you have now. Dwyane Wade is a tradable asset right now. If they wait a year or two to trade him, his stock, if you will, won't be as high as it is now. Even though it's not that high right now, it's still going to be pretty high. But I think they should trade him and get maybe a big man or a defensive shooting guard or something that you can put around LeBron James, the superstar of the team, and then the second tier player, Chris Bosh. Because this two superstar tandem and then a second tier star with Chris Bosh, it's not going to work. Dwyane Wade's making a lot of money. Take some of that money and use that for a young up and coming player. You need some strength and some bigs and some defense and some shooting. You know, get that for Dwyane Wade. You know, I believe, like I said before, LeBron James is the best player. Make him the franchise player. Would that be disrespecting Dwyane Wade? I don't know. I mean, I've seen better players get traded. You know, at this point of their career, you know, it doesn't happen too often. But at the end of the day, a lot of teams that have traded or haven't done something like this, they've never had a player like LeBron James as the backup superstar. So this is a very unique situation that they're in. But at the end of the day, this is just not going to work to win a championship. I just don't see them having enough. They need more bench power. They need more defense off the bench. They need more rebound. They need more scoring other than the big three. And they just overall need a better team from top to bottom. Something like, not like the Spurs, but when you got a superstar, megastar like LeBron, who's just now entering in his prime, and has got a good 4 or 5 years to be the best player in the NBA, MVP caliber player. It's time to get rid of Dwyane Wade while you can and get a tradable asset, and then see what your team can do and see if you can move forward from there. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I'm a fool, I'm crazy. I know this is going to be a controversial video, but let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you should trade LeBron, if you should trade Dwyane Wade or Chris Bosh, keep them all together, make some tweaks and peaks with the bench or the starters or anything else. Let me know what you guys think what the Miami Heat should do, and let me know if you think the Miami Heat will win a championship or anything like that. And if there's any video requests or anything, leave them in the comments below, guys, okay? Thanks.